And welcome to the Wise Hour podcast. I'm your host, Jay Melane, also known as Wise. And this is a place where we bring techniques and solutions to your life changing problems. You know what we do here? We drop 24 karat gold bars indeed. And today, what we're going to be dropping is I had an opportunity to be at a virtual summit, and I got a chance to be able to share some information, but definitely be impacting your life. So, I want you guys to tune in. But before we do that, I need y'all guys to subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely share. As I always say, we're a community here. And I want y'all guys, definitely, when you check this out on this amazing summit, 24 karat gold bars indeed, need y'all guys to comment. Make sure you comment on it and let me know your thoughts. You see anything that you can use, or you think of any other points? Let me know in the comments. So, not holding y'all guys up, we won't go into the show right now. So see you after this the presentation from the summit. So let's go.
At the Wise Hour, we break through the night, bringing knowledge fire, so hold on tight. Every episode, a story to unfold. We're turning every minute into going
to have an amazing speaker. Definitely is somebody that you know a little bit about. You know, he's not just a technical producer, but listen, he is a well-renowned speaker. Listen, he is a true tech consultant, media artist, and definitely the CEO of Wise Choice Media, creative soul at heart. And he has a great production company as well. I'm telling you, he's going to be dropping what we always call, say, 24 karat gold bars indeed. And he's going to be telling us how we can break free from self-awareness through our technology and definitely begin to cultivate our life moving forward ahead. Listen, this is the world-renowned, amazing Jay Melane Wise. And I'm telling you, he is truly a great friend of ours. Definitely, you're going to definitely want to lean in and listen to his amazing wisdom right now. I'm going to pass that floor over to you, Jay Melane Wise, Coach Jay Melane Wise. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Coach Lakeisha. I want to say thank you first for coming up with this amazing idea of breaking free from toxic patterns and going ahead and making the thing happen. We had so far so many dynamic speakers, and it had truly, truly had been a blessing for me just listening in and taking in what we call the dropping 24 karat gold bars indeed. So by me being on the stage, it's just a blessing, to be able to do, give a little bit, So I'll drop some gold bars as well, and I want y'all guys to pick them up as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the presentation that we're going to share here real quick. All right. All right. Can y'all see my screen? I want to make sure y'all can see the screen. All right. So, all right. Again, my name is Jay Melane, also known as Wise, and I am the tech innovator, also the author of the book Entire Where. And where got a special, special part of me. It's really the heart and core. And a lot of this presentation, even though we're going to talk about technology a little bit, the book Where is really highlighted throughout the book. And I won't go in why. This is very important it's breaking free from toxic patterns. And those who purchase the book and read it, you have an idea why I mean that. So I just want to give you a subject line. The subject line is to rewire your story. Tap power strategies to break free from toxic patterns. So, as you know, I already introduced myself, and I want to give you a personal story that would give you some insight about breaking free. Before I became this tech innovator, before I became a owner of a multimedia company, before I came, VP operations for a major company, a global company, before I even did all these amazing things, I had to break free from some toxic patterns in my life. And guess what? I'm still in the process of maintaining to stay free. So what we want to do is talk about so many things. And I want to define because it doesn't just happen overnight. This is the process. So let me share some with y'all guys. All right. You know what I'm saying? That handsome the little boy right there, about the age of 7 years old, he's standing right there. There was a seed of struggle. And the seed happened right here on one, and I want to give you some details about this. One fateful, I guess you'll say, Saturday morning, I was watching Saturday morning cartoons. And, back then, that was a big thing back then. You watch Saturday morning cartoons, y'all familiar with that, Justice League, Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends, Looney Tunes. I wasn't a big Looney Tune person, but I did enjoy superheroes. I did enjoy watching the Justice League, Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends, the Incredible Hulk, and all those things on Saturday morning. That was a way for me to cope. And the reason why I was coping because there's some situation I will explain in a second. But on that Saturday morning, I was there on the floor watching the Saturday morning cartoons, playing on the floor with my Spider-Man action figure and my Superman action figure. And my father walked into the den. And when he walked in the den, he said, "Son," and I said, "Yes, Dad." And then he stood there and then he pointed to the kitchen. There was nobody in the kitchen, but he pointed in the kitchen. He said, "Take care of your mom. Take care of your mom. Take care of your mom." And I like nod my head. And then, then he left and closed the door. I didn't see that man again in my youth anymore, but it set a sea of struggle. But not just set the sea of struggle. And let me go back a little bit further in that. In the book entitled Where, I explain in industrial what where really stands for and what it really means. And I can share it here. I'll give you a little taste of what the seed of struggle came from. So as I was growing up, I had challenges reading and understanding words. And having challenge pronouncing words. I used to stutter all the time. And I can look at words now and I don't have the ability what you call it, just to look at it and just break them down. So I remember a lot of the words that just muscle memory, just practices and practice, right? I got a joke about practice. You can check my podcast on that one. But I had a challenge there. So one day I was at home. My mother was working second shift. My daddy was home. And what ended up happening, I had to do some study words. You know about them lists of study words and spelling words. You had to, pronounce them and all that stuff there. So I went through the list. The list, I did pretty good. I think the list was about 10 words. But on the very end of that list was a word where. At that time and that moment, while I was sitting there and practicing, I was saying them out loud. My father was sitting there listening to me. I was going down the list, but I just couldn't get that last word on that list. The word where. I couldn't say it. I couldn't pronounce anything like that. And father, being in the military, he only had one bottom line rule or thing is, do what I said. So he said, pronounce the word, say it. And I couldn't. So he like, say it. It's not that hard. Say this word. Even though he said it, I couldn't say it. I just couldn't get it out. So the seed of that struggle started at that moment because as he said, he gave me a little threaten, the whole thing is, you need to pronounce this word. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. When I return, you better be able to say this word or else. He went to the restroom. He returned. I give a little bit more details in the book, but once he returned, I was still not able to say the word. So he punished me. And the thing about what he punished me is, yes, I attained what we call a spanking, beating, whooping, whatever you want to call it. But that what he did. It put a seed in me, and that seed was anxiety. The seed is I got to get it right. The seed is because he's a military man. You can't cry. It's a weakness to show that you cry. All those things was placed inside that young boy, as you see that picture right there. The picture you look at that screen right there. So, so just that moment started that seed of struggle. So when I went to school the following time, I didn't have the great relationship with the teacher there. So the teacher, she wasn't the greatest as well. So I struggled. That anxiety kick in. I couldn't pronounce words. I was so afraid if I don't get it right, what's going to happen? Will I get another whooping? Am I gonna make dad gonna be mad at me again? I can't get it right. I gotta get it perfect. So moving forward to that like faithful Saturday, all that thing I experienced. And when he left, he said, take care of your mom. The way that he showed me how to take care wasn't that example I really want to live. I didn't want to say, I can't take care of mom. What he did, I can't do that with my mom. So only thing I saw light is within in watching the Saturday morning cartoons, being the superhero, saving somebody, saving the day. Spider-Man saved the day. Superman saved the day. So I call it again this superhero complex. And I had what we call that that programming inside of me, that program that wired me to I had to always save the day. So wherever I go to school, I gotta be the best. I can't mess up. As I mess up, I had a deep doubt inside of me. Oh man, this word, oh gosh, oh man, I can't say this word. Only can imagine a young person going through that. So growing up with this anxiety, the challenge you face as a childhood, that intense, that self-doubt, wondering when you're going to mess up each and every day. Granted, I love my mom. My mom was total opposite. She always told me, I love you. You can do it, son. So I had these wars in my mind of not messing up on this end, this tense thing right here, anxiety. Okay, I can't mess up. But realizing, okay, my mom said I can do it. Well, but when my dad walked out the door, he did two things. It put a responsibility on me what I wasn't ready for, but also gave me relief because I ain't had to live up to what he had as example. And but that example wasn't a good example. I ain't had no other example at that time to live up to. So that seed of struggle extended not just to the 7-year-old young man you see in the screen, it extended to my preteens. It extended to my adulthood and them struggles, even though I show a success in my life, it shows struggles. So finding the solitude in the book where when I wrote the book, I completed back in the early this year, but the process took about over 3 years ago when I was sitting there and had to find myself. And while I had to find myself, I was going through a major separation in the process of going through divorce, and I couldn't figure out why. As a person, I figured I was a good guy, I was, why I keep on making the choices. And as Coach Jeffrey said, the first word he used in the PPE as he gave this demonstration was the word prayer. I went to prayer, and when I prayed, it would identify to go back to that young man right there that got that seed planted in him anxiety, the seed of depression, the seed of rage, the seed of pain. Go back to him, address the situation there, how he got wired to do these certain things. So in the book where I able to list out the things, the challenges there was, the things that came out that that young man had to deal with, and the process he had to work through as being a young adult, as being a full-grown man, as today I stand here as being the tech innovator, being a consultant and stuff. I had to work through these processes so I could stand here in the book where it's not now that I can't pronounce it, I can pronounce the word where. But now is where my stay of life is. Where is your stay of life? I ask you. Do you understand where you are? So with that, I want to share some with you guys. That room, the den, is that room where I was sitting at. You see the TV. You remember them TVs back in the days, those who do. The floor model TVs that sit there. It started there while I was sitting on the floor. That I had to make that move. That seeds was side of me. But I realized a different plane. You look above that TV, there's a cross. And I'm so thankful that that cross there because my mother believed in that. And she taught me one thing she don't teach me there. She said, love God and Jesus and every day of your life. And she always say, she said it to the day. And that reminder of that solitude, not in the superheroes or make-believe fictions, believe in that's a savior, that's a God that does answer prayers and that will put you in purpose and path in life. And that what was done in that den. Even though the seeds of struggle was there, that den had a light of hope. So with that being said, I had to give you the background and everything. Now we'll go into the next part. Understanding childhood trauma, the psychological impact. This thing that the childhood trauma that can profoundly shape your beliefs, your behaviors, your emotional responses, often leading to anxiety, depression, and a deep sense of worthlessness. At that moment, I felt them things. My belief was shaped. I can't do what he did. So let me act like these superheroes. Let me act like Superman and Spider-Man. I couldn't get webs to come out, man. Fan. I've been still trying today. I can't get no webs to come out. I still been trying to see how I could define gravity and fly, but gravity got a good hold on me. But the thing is, them programs, them impacts, them traumas, them things you see you don't want to repeat, but you end up living them one way or another. Them neurologic effects, them things that wire your brain, that alter the process of information. Not understanding, I didn't want to get the information from my dad, but I didn't seek no information from any other men as well. It took time to do that. It took time to actually start gaining trust to understand, man, because the first man that I had to deal with, I couldn't trust him. So therefore, it extended to all other men, even though they're good in my life. How could I trust him? Because would they leave me just as my father left me? All the numerous effects, then the everlasting impressions, them scars from childhood traumas that linger for years. Like I said, I had to go through a process 3 years ago. And I'm about to, as at the time of this recording, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be 52 years old. And I'm thankful for that. But the thing is, I had to go back on a process and realize them traumas, them scars that there. And actually, before they came scars, sometimes they seem like they're open wounds, them things that linger for us, right? All right. Embracing self-compassion, acknowledge the pain. So when I said I had to go back in that prayer, I had to go back, I had to acknowledge that he was hurt, that he was abandoned, that he didn't understand, that he had to take on a opportunity that he wasn't prepared for. And he had to use what he was using to cope as a tool to be able to make things happen. And you had to acknowledge the pain. I had to learn, and I hope everybody here understand, practice self-care. We have some amazing coaches here with Coach Mike. We had Coach Kat, who was here earlier to talk about the physical pain and that, the stress of life, the impact, and you feel in your body. But the one thing is you got to understand how to practice that self-care, the self-care that nourishes your mind, body, and spirit to help you go through resilience and strengthen your self-worth. Then cultivate self-acceptance, embracing your story, the flaws, and all the essential breaking free from toxic patterns in the past. I had to break free from it, realize that it didn't kill me, it only made me stronger. That it happened to me, it happened for me to get me to the place where I can talk to y'all guys today that I can make it through it. Guess what? You can make it through it as well. So yes, those things right there. Next thing, we're gonna change it up because I am the tech innovator, right? So enhance the power of technology. And so you want to use things that be able to help you. So think about some mindful apps. Discover some tools that will guide you in your meditation, your breakthrough, help you to breathe. Coach Cat gave you earlier how to breathe with the nostril and stuff. So the mental challenge and stuff there are technologies out there that you can use as simple as a timer. You can use certain apps that will go there and help you with the process. You don't have to think of it your own. We are in the information age, and this information out there, tools out there. Some are free and some you have to pay for. But there are tools out there that will allow you to be able to practice your breathing, practice your calmness in your mind to reduce the stress. And I use those, trust me, family, I use those daily. Digital journaling. So there's two things. Coach Mike mentioned about journaling and his standpoint. He told me this is the book he write in. But if you don't have the pencil and paper, you do have your tablet. You do have stuff like that. I'm a big iOS user, Apple fan all day, saying if they're the best, I won't say that, but the ecosystem works for me. And they got an app, the journaling app, and I use that religiously because now you got the ability to do your voice, which I like using my voice. At one time I didn't. I use my voice to actually record, then I can take information out. And also, I have not gave on the old pencil and pen too, because there's something about the cognitive mind when you're able to write things down and be able to write things out. So I utilize both. Based off the pen, but I'm easy because I'm always going. I can use a digital product to be able to journal and get my thoughts out verbally or even writing on it. Online support. We doing it right now. We doing online support right now. You have six amazing coaches out here that's dropping 24 karat gold bars indeed. And then the other communities, you have people that's on Meta, with what's Facebook. You got people on Instagram. You have people. We have a group that's in Clubhouse called the House of Creativity. They got their own club there and also extended from there. You have to find the groups that support online that allow you to talk. I love the standpoint of some of the online communities that we have that I'm a part of. Because the online communities allow me to talk to people internationally. I can talk to people. I got people. I use WhatsApp all the time, and I actually talk to people in India. I'm able to talk to people in Europe. So use the technologies and not just be stuck in the confines of your own space, but actually extend. Realize you can reach out and use that and personalize the insight. Leverage the data. Now, y'all guys know that you're using, we in the age of AI, and they collect information for a lot of the training stuff. They are collecting this information on you and they're using it against you. But you can use this technology and leverage your own information. Like I said, I'm an Apple fanboy because I got an Apple Watch and I keep track of a lot of my health stats and get an understanding how my sleep health is, understand how my heart health is, and I can do a report that I can actually send to my doctor. But I also keep the information myself. Yes, Apple might be getting some of it, but I'm keeping a lot of the information myself. Leverage the information, get insight how to use it for yourself as well. Okay, now, hold on. We'll be coming right back to the show. I'm telling you right now, 24 karat gold bars is dropped indeed. But I want to give you opportunity to hear from us, one of my special sponsors. So I got a message for you. So check it out.
My name is Anthony D. Shannon Sr., International Certified Leader, speaker, trainer, and coach, certified by John Maxwell and Samuel Chad. I am also the founder of Leaders Live Generously Academy, an Anthony D. Shannon consulting group, the #1 platform to help you overcome past failures, release your self-doubt, and shatter fears. You will reach your maximum potential and achieve high results in your life and your business. You see, my mission is to help you become the best you that you can be. With over 25 years of corporate experience, from sales positions to district vice president and even vice president positions with sales companies. I have been responsible for overseeing the success of training departments with over 3,000 employees. I've had the opportunity to create and deliver world-class, award-winning presentations on global stages and corporate platforms across North America. You see, my passion in life is growing and equipping others to do remarkable things and lead significant and fulfilled lives by overcoming and winning. You know, there's no greater mission for me, period. My motto is, everyone has a purpose. So you need to find your purpose and start living your life. That's why I've dedicated my life to teach and encourage people to win. You see, what separates me from the competition? I'll be flat out. It's honesty, it's integrity, it's relevance, it's passion, and it's care. We get results. I always say to live is to grow, and to grow is to change, and change is necessary for sustained success. You know, no matter the business you have, a sports team, corporate, management, or self-employed, if you are ready to unlock your full potential and win in life while serving others at the highest level, I want you to go right now to Anthony D. Shannon Consultinggroup.com or LeadersLiveGenerouslyAcademy.com.
And I want to thank Anthony D. Shannon Consulting Group for being a proud sponsor of the Wise Hour podcast. I'm telling you right now, if you want your potential, reach your full potential, that is the group for you. Sign up today. Don't waste no time, because you want results, you'll get results. So with that being said, family, hey, we're going back to the show. Let's go to the next one. Now we're going to go about talking about the 3 R's, people. I want y'all guys to reflect. I want you guys to reimagine. I need you guys to rewrite. We're talking about rewriting your narrative. That means rewriting the story that been told to you. As I was a young boy, that story told to me that I can't get this, I can't speak. And then I heard the one stories, I said, yes, you can. And I heard the story, no, you can't. I heard the stories that you can't make it. And then I heard the stories you can. But you can rewrite your own narrative. You can reflect, examine them beliefs, them behaviors, them stories that you had in the past and sometime in the present. Reflect. I had to reflect on that moment when I was young. I had to tell him that you are safe now. You are forgiven for not understanding. It wasn't your fault. I had to go back to reflect. I had to reimagine. I had to envision what I want to create. I had to vision how my narrative would be. We were talking about the mindset earlier. We were talking about the mindset all this week. One of the things about waking up early in the morning, we were talking about how to prepare in the morning. I prepare myself by thinking I already woke up with the victory already. If the enemy had his way, I would not woke up. Since I knew I woke up, that means my life has been purpose to do a greater thing, do a greater work. So I had to change how I think about things, reimagine how life is. And like getting up and say, oh, Rosamond, man, I gotta go to the job today. Oh man, this sucks, man. Oh man, I gotta do that. Oh man, it's raining outside. Oh man, no. I'm thankful, man. God, I'm thankful for the rain that came. It nourished the ground. I'm glad that the rivers and the lakes are full. Oh, and I'm thankful for the sun. You have to reimagine things. Then you have to rewrite. You had to put it down. You had to put the essential steps in the story and replace the old script. And what we call in the computer terms back in the day, now we just do upgrades. But back in the day, usually when you had to have a OS or operating system, you had to remove the old programming, because the new applications will not run on the old program. They will error out and fail all the time. You get the blue screen of death. Those are Windows users, I ain't calling out people, Coach Mike. You remember use Windows users, back in the day, they get the blue screen of death. They kind of work on that. You don't get the blue screen of death as much now. Oh, maybe not any, but with that being said, you had to remove the old programming, and you had to place a new old operating system so you can put the new program on there. The same attention thing was for us. We had to go back and identify what the old program, the old wire, and rewire that, rewrite the narrative, reshape the stories in your mind to realize they do not hold power, but you can empower yourself to move forward. All right, fam. We're going to build a brighter future. I got saying, and this saying is this. When I do my classes, I call 5 points of focus, and my 5 points of focus is being intentional, being disciplined, being consistent, always planning and always growing. I'll say it one more time in case y'all writing down. Being intentional, being disciplined, being consistent, always planning and always growing. What I mean by that, being intentional is when you wake up in the morning, you have attention for the day. You should, before you go to bed at night, I always suggest this: write down the top 3 to 5 major things that need to be done that day, the next day, in the evening before you go to bed. So first, you get the stuff off your mind, so you won't wake up in the morning like, oh man, I know get things off your mind. So when you wake up, you have attention. You can set attention day, which you do your prayer, you do your routine, whatever you do. I wake up, I always do my prayer. I always reference the Creator who created me and allowed me to have life in my body. Second thing is I go into the standpoint of meditation, and then after meditation, I go into workout. I got my coach in here, so he know what we're talking about when you go to the Tai Chi. So I can go into out of meditation to my Tai Chi practice to work on my breathing and my meditation of motion. So after that, then I could go into a full-fledged workout. If I don't have time, then what I do is usually I go into my prayer group, prayer room. You mentioned the lemonade stand. Shout out to the lemonade stand, Pastor Renee. What's up? So shout out to Pastor Renee, and I go in there, and then we continue to on with that. But that's being intentional. That is actually being intentional for your day. The thing is with discipline is actually setting steps and rules and guidelines to follow. So I mean, being disciplined, you set the rules and guidelines, the things you're going to execute for the day. Then being consistent is continue the process. The only get better is you only continue. If you don't continue, you then this thing ain't gonna work for you. So you got to have a discipline to execute. Then you have to have consistency and execute this daily, each and every day. And you realize your life get better. You can break toxic patterns, and you can stay being free if you continue to do these things daily. Then I said always planning and always growing. Always planning is putting in because life happens. Coach Lakeisha would say, life be lifing, life to be lifing. Yes, things will come up. So the top 3 to 5 sometimes had to adjust in your time schedule. You might get a call from your parents. You might get a call from a loved one. You might get a call that had to adjust, but you have to be willing to change and don't add that extra stress upon your life. Then the next thing is always growing. Take the opportunity to learn and grow in the area. One area is to learn something new each and every day in your life. What it does, it help you constant thinking to keep you focused, and you can build a brighter future. So embrace the possibilities. Believe that your past does not define your future. You have the power to create the life you deserve. And that's true. You do. Seek support. You got to have support in your life. You got to have that. I call my inner circle. So I have my inner circle. I got the people I know I can go to if the stuff is really going down. I say, hey, hey, I need to talk. Let me get this out. And I know they're gonna be honest and real with me. You got to have the accountability partners. I said partners because I got more than one accountability people in your life that you can see support. They give the resources, to uplift and empower. Don't be in a place that you're just gonna just to tolerate you. Be in a place where they can embrace you. As you give, they can give back to you. Take courage steps. Be bold in the action. Step out. I am a geek 100%. I can stay in front of the computer all day and be happy. But the thing is, I know I need to get out. I know need to meet people. I need to share the story where? With a whole lot of people. So I know I gotta get out just from the standpoint of the computer and be able to meet other people. Go to different functions, shake somebody else's hand, or get in a fist bump because you know how things go right now. You still might have to do the elbow and bump sometimes. You have to judge that model right there. But what I'm saying is just go out and be willing to meet people. Go into other organizations, willing to share yourself as they share themselves. Trust the process. Coach Mike talked about that the other day and his own mind. So it must really mean something. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, a word is established. This is established. Trust the process. Healing is not a linear path. Have patience, compassion for yourself as you navigate up and down. As we talked about earlier in the standpoint where Jeffrey had that showing the timeline of the path. Some things you can dip you down and you can go up. It can dip you down, go up. But the thing is, you don't want to repeat the same patterns. You can build a brighter further if you be knowledgeable and use tools out there to keep you straight and take some of that stress off that can help you maximize your day. All right, family. So we're closing thoughts. All right, as we close today, remember you are not alone in this struggle. Your story holds power to inspire and guide others who have walked a similar path. The word of God will teach you this. I'm a believer. I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ. So I believe in this. He said, nothing is not common unto man. Everybody, one form or another, had going through a process. They're going through some kind of challenges. They're going through something that, the word God said rains on the just and the unjust. Things happen. But the thing is, you can rewrite that narrative and unlock your brighter future. So continue this journey together. That's why I had to show the hand. You don't have to do this by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I do have the amazing Coach Lakeisha. I had the amazing Coach Mike. And you know what I'm saying? We had the amazing Queen Kathy on stage. We all can come together. We don't have to do this by ourselves. We can extend reach and we can help people go on. All right. So with that being said, the resources here that can help y'all guys. The first resource, of course, is going to be the book Entire Wear. So with that saying, it's from the author, Jay Melane, also known as Why. This book will offer you a transformation roadmap and healing and discovery. You will learn some things that you never probably thought about, but it will allow you to go back and define some things and actually help you define the journey. I said it defined the standpoint because I'm a man, so identity manhood. So, and also I believe the women who read this, it can help you too. So don't just study it because it said manhood. I will say mankind in general. It can help anybody who definitely read it. Applications that I recommend. That is, I'm a big iOS. I'm an Apple fan. Apple Fitness is a blessing for me. I love using it. It is a pretty doggone good application. I would say so myself. And I use the cycling. I use the meditation. I use the meditation, and I do some little kickboxing, coach. Yeah, so Coach Mike, I do a little kickboxing too, you know, so you should see me, you know, in the room with the form, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's a pretty good app. Those who are not iOS users and stuff, that's another app out there that's very recommendable. You got to pay a subscription fee, but it's definitely worth the money. That's Calm. Calm, it does similar, but you can go into the standpoint of sounds and you can set more schedules and stuff like that. And you got Headspace. Headspace do the same thing as well, a little bit more of the graphical side of it. So Headspace does the same thing. Then you got Insight Timer to support you in your mental health needs. If y'all guys interested in that, of course, I'm a tech coach. I'm gonna get some more information how you can connect with me and be able to maybe even go over some of the tools and be able to share some points. Online community, connect with others. And if you're not having people in your local area, you can connect with people online. I know Coach Mike, you know, shout out to Coach Mike. I know he's gonna be doing some stuff online shortly and stuff like that. So you can join his community. Coach Lakeisha got things going on. You can join her community. Confuse the Focus Talks with Lakeisha and a whole bunch of other platforms. So we coaches here, including myself, you know, I have a platform as the Wise Hour podcast, you know, where we talk about solutions for life's challenging problems now. So, you know, I redirected, rewrote, rewired that podcast. We were formerly known as Why Is It Going Live at 5, just so we can be able to embrace life. And the bookware is a definitely good read. All right, family. Unlock your power of AI with an exclusive offer. I got an offer for y'all guys. So this first offer right here is y'all guys, you know, we're talking about emails and stuff earlier and stuff. I've been very gifted to be able to work with technology and understanding a lot of things, especially with prompt engineering. So the AI prompt engineering session, those who want to discover how to craft, I got a technique called Hey AI. I'm not going to explain it here, but it's a technique called Hey AI that, you know, I want to share with y'all guys. If you want to do a 1 hour session with me, regularly, it costs $97. But today, if you sign up 50% off, if you type the code BLESS as in checkout. So when they come up when they ask for your discount and checkout, you type the word BLESS, you'll get 50% off on your first hour session. And I'll go in there and teach you some things. Also, you can join my community. If you want to be part of the Too Wise for You crew, you can join my Patreon, and I'll show you links for that. If you join in now, because see the reason why I'm charging that, because anybody who know Jay Melane, also known as Wise, I'm a giver at heart. So what I want to do is also I want to give information, share a little bit more about my life, but also I like in that platform to do giveaways. And so whatever you're paying for and that $10 subscription, trust me, those who are there when I do the giveaways, it's a very blessed member will get blessed. Hopefully once a month or every other month, you know, they're gonna receive something way more than $10 value be playing for a month on that. And with that saying, expertise as you can trust. As I elevate your knowledge as an AI expert, a technology expert and being a tech innovator, I can help you guys in many different forms and fashion. All right, these are my QR codes. If you want to go ahead and register for that $97 half off for the AI prompting, you can go ahead and hit that QR code right there. All right, my Patreon right there in the middle. If y'all want to join that, you get the first 7 days for free. Then after that, we'll charge you $10. But like I say, we giveaways and all that stuff be there. Then those who are interested in purchasing the bootwear, I don't see why you won't be. That's a QR code there for that one as well. All right, family, thank you for allowing me to be able to speak. And like I said, you can with using this your story is powerful is a powerful tool for transformation. Embrace it, write it, and let it guide you to a brighter future. Again, people, my name is Jay Melane, also known as Wise, and I thank everybody for this great opportunity. So with that, I am complete. All right, now welcome back to the show. I tell you right now, there were 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. And like I said before, the bookwear is truly amazing. So for the upcoming holidays, make sure you go ahead and grab that digital book. I'm telling you right now, it'll be a blessing. Trust me, a blessing for you and any young person, young adult, or even yourself. Your life will be forever changed by actually reading that amazing, amazing book. I just want to encourage y'all guys. You want no more information? Go to my website. This is my website right here, and just go ahead and click on it. And definitely, definitely want you to go ahead and get the digital copy. You can get that right now. But y'all interested in the physical copy? Trust me, we're working on that process, and that will be least shortly. Hopefully in the upcoming this upcoming year as the time to recording. So just want to encourage y'all guys. Keep on rewrite your story of life. You all have a voice, you all have a story, and how your life started is not always how you have to end it. And you have the choice and the now to be able to change that. So, you know what I'm going to say, fam. Love is an action word. While you're taking the time to love yourself, make sure you show love to someone else. And we'll see you next time on the Wise Hour podcast. All right, family, take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.